Hi, this is Tripp Davis. I'm sorry I can't be with you all this evening. I'm down in Florida looking at a potential project, and I just wasn't able to be in two places at one time. But I am really excited for all of you as the real possibility of the practice facilities is coming to life, and what that's going to mean to the club long term. I think it's going to be a great addition. It's something that we've looked at ever since I started working there almost 15 years ago. We looked at doing a tee on the far end, short game area there, and enhancing the target greens that are out on the range itself. So it's been a long time coming, and we've played around with a lot of different ideas over the years. Finally last year we put those ideas into construction plans and put it out to bid, and got bids back from some of the best contractors in the area, and very good bids, I thought. And so we are ready to go. Paul asked me to talk a little bit about what the focus was in the design, and how we went about the design, the things we paid particular attention to. And there's really three things that were key components in looking at the design. And one was to add variety to the practice experience that you do have. The ability to play different shots, play from different winds. When the wind's blowing in different directions, you can move around and go to the far end. Some players like to practice into the wind, believe it or not. Some like to practice in crosswinds, downwind. That's going to give you a little bit more ability to do that with tees on both ends. And then obviously the short game area is going to allow you to practice about any shot you can think of around the green. Bunker shots, chipping, pitching, and the two greens that are down there are really meant to separate that type of practice. One of the greens will be primarily for chipping, hitting short shots around the green, while the other green is mainly for hitting bunker shots, pitch shots, and some longer shots into the green. The reason we separate those two is because you have shots flying around the greens on one green, and the other one you're up closer to the green. So we separate those so that the chipping that can be done on the chipping green, closer to the green, is safer. You're not in the line of fire from balls getting played from bunkers or pitch shots or whatever it may be. So variety was one of the big keys, just giving you guys different options on what it was you could practice and how. Second was teaching and providing more room for Jim and his staff to teach, and the different types of things they could teach. So with this bigger short game area and the chipping green, pitching green, the bunker practice down there, they'll be able to teach a lot more effectively, and teach more players at a time. In cases you can have some small groups, and then just move around, and so that you somewhat segregate or separate teaching from other types of practice. So that's going to be helpful in providing that environment. Third thing was really to expand the wear and tear that goes on with the facility, by adding the additional tee to the far end, short game area, and turning the current short game area, the small green that's near one tee, into more of a putting green, partly chipping green as well. We've spread the wear around so that we're not concentrating that in particular areas, wearing it down, making it more difficult for Paul to maintain those areas. So long term, the practice facilities will stay in better shape for longer, and so that'll be particularly helpful. I'm really looking forward to getting up there, getting started soon, and I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time up there as we do the project. And so hopefully I'll run into some of you, and I'm not getting to play much golf these days. I actually have a broken wrist, so still can draw, but golf is not necessarily on the calendar for a little while. But look forward to seeing you all soon, and getting started and doing something I think is going to be great for the club.